Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Jeed casting another 5v5 Summoners Rift. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm kidding. What day is it? It's Friday. Fun for Friday, held on NexusCore.org, the theme scrimmage of the week, brought to you by Jeed, on the YouTube channel, JE4DE. I really should change that for. I just realised. But anyway, today's theme, you've probably guessed it if you're looking just above the screen, right up there. Purple team versus green team. The only thing that actually changed right now, I've had purple team on purple team. But anyway, that's just personal preference. Anyway, having a quick look at purple team right now, we've got the deadly Dr. Mundo in the jungle. Jax up top, played by Goku. Ooh, nice. Secret Agent Miss Fortune, very purple indeed. And Morgana and LeBlanc. It looks like a support Morgana and a proper mid LeBlanc. Azure has tried out support LeBlanc before, with varying degrees of success, to try and be polite. And anyway, green team, having a look at this, we got Redeemed Riven, the only skin down on green team, so the skin count is kind of 1-1, looking like a very fair game indeed. Oh, hang on, it looks like Riven is actually jungling instead of Maokai. To be honest, I'd prefer to put Maokai in the jungle. It's just a personal preference, but I think that his ganks will possibly be better off than Riven's. I'm not disputing that Riven is a bad jungler. I'm not saying that in the slightest. I'm saying that I think in the long run Maokai would be more beneficial than a farmed Master Yi up top. Well, hang on. What on earth am I saying? Farm Master Yi is very nice indeed, but it looks like Nasus will end up going top. Actually, I'm confused by the entire setup of green team right now. If I took that team, I'd say Kog'Maw was going bot with loads of support stuff. Oh dear, I've missed 55 seconds. Okay, and we're back straight down to 0-0 because I love spectator mode and I want to see all of the action as it happens. A lot of people going for boots. A lot of people going for boots. 4 people so far. Will be a clean sweep. No, Maokai actually going for that early sight ward. And actually, hang on, Simple Rin is going for that blue crystal as well. Very interesting. Even Mundo has gone for the boots and pots as well. Cabot doing the clever thing of sticking the boots to item slot 6, where they are, of course, 0% more effective than they are in item slot 1. But anyway, Maokai going for a sapphire crystal and a sight ward as well. So, as a support Maokai, possibly that's not the best move in the world. I mean, granted, he'll be tossing those saplings all day and all night. But that Sapphire Crystal is going to help, but they are better items. MNHC is just going to walk straight into Goku. Goku using that stun officially. Simple Rin flashing over the top. Ignite goes down. MNHC had no chance. And that was pretty much a 5-man gank. Well, it wasn't even a gank. It was a face check right on 4 people. Not the smartest play by MNHC, but then again, you would hardly expect the team to be there, to be honest. If you're... hang on. You're Jungle Riven. So yeah, you'd be going up top lane. If they were invading, then yeah, that's kind of a possible location. It would have been nice if Nasus got there earlier, but all of Team Purple right now are heading back towards their own red buff, and they're actually going to see Mookie and Keeler, so they do know that they are going for their own red buff. So, Secret Agent Miss Fortune sending down there, make it rain, forcing Mookie back as well, using the beneficial benefits of CV. Yes, I said it twice, but I'm happy because it's Friday. So, Team Green will end up backing off. It's very confusing. Team Green have got red bars, and Team Purple have got blue bars. It's just... I wish Team Purple were on Purple's side. It would make life so much easier. But anyway, off the game goes. And I'm going to have a quick talk about top lane matchup. I think MNHC is going to struggle, being perfectly honest. Seeing as MNHC needs to dive in and out to try and creep with that Siphoning Strike. And if he goes in, he'll just get chunked by Goku. Down goes the stun as well. Loads of auto attacks onto MNHC as well. MNHC actually being reduced past half health, and he may end up having to chuck a health pot just to keep himself completely fine. In the meantime, mid lane is actually Master Yi in the mid, and Simple Rin, even with the CV, is going mid. I honestly expected LeBlanc, but then again, I said Azure likes to do support LeBlanc, so that is a possible thing going down in bottom lane. In fact, it's not even a possible thing, it's happening right now. In fact, just give me a second, people, while I edit the sound. I've got it quite low for no apparent reason. Okay, does this sound better? Yes, there we go. I can actually hear people doing their stuff. Fantastic. Goku being rather sneaky right now, possibly going to catch Riven off as she does her red buff. Riven actually not going through the brush. Riven going around the side. This could be a possible danger for Reiki. Reiki actually tanking those golems, and then goes Goku. This looks like a very deadly kill on Reiki. Reiki flashing away from that stun, so Goku does not pick up the kill. Meantime, Goku is now on the run. MNHC is there. Does he have Wither? Yes, he does, but he's not going to use it. He's going to allow Reiki to farm up, and Goku to slot back into lane. It was a nice flash by Reiki. Honestly, I think it was a good move, but then again, it would have been nice if Goku just did that little bit more damage. Granted, the Riven Flash is burned, but oh my god, I missed a kill down on bottom. Excuse me while I rewind to have a quick look at that. I am using manual camera after all, because sometimes I don't just trust directed camera, and Azure just pounces straight in using that Q to eventually whittle down the green tree of doom. Mookie is being forced back due to just the amount of poke that these two champions have. LeBlanc with mana is a very, very pokeable champion. As in, you can just dive in, spam the Q, even spam the ultimate. By the time you've done that, you can still teleport back to where you started. Not sure why Azure's going there. In fact, that was smart? Okay. Not quite sure what to suggest there. It would have been nice if Azure didn't die there, but then again, I'm not exactly complaining, to be honest, because he did eventually pick up the kill. Mundo being quite aggressive right now around Keeler, but Master Yi is hardly the champion that can push the lane too well without getting those assists. Of course, his passive, refreshing those cooldowns, but AP Master Yi is possibly a one-trick pony. That one being his half a trick that I don't really count. He can just Alpha Strike you for tons of damage. Sorry, freakism right there. He can Alpha Strike for loads of damage, and once he does that, he can just stand still in the middle of your team and meditate, just getting loads of health, tanking all the damage, and hopefully by the time that's done, the cooldowns are right. In fact, I'm going to have a quick look at the Alpha Strike cooldowns. 15 seconds, and the meditate actually heals you for 5, so that's a third of the cooldown gone when you meditate, and that's not bad, if I'm being perfectly honest, bearing in mind that assists also help with that as well. So, honestly, I'm expecting Simple Rin to be able to do rather well in this lane, seeing as Alpha Strike, I believe it does magic damage as well. Yes, it does. So that Black Shield will certainly be beneficial, and now that Simple Rin has his blue buff, he'll be able to push that lane all day, and he'll be able to stop Keeler from farming just from the sheer amount of poke that Morgana has with that Dark Binding, and that threat of the ultimate once he hits level 6. Morgana becomes a very, very good champion to gank with. If you're Mundo right now, and your Morgana hits level 6, then Master Yi is in trouble. Or at least he should be in a lot of trouble. In fact, speaking of ganks, Reiki, coming down the bottom, is actually going to run straight into Bogey Rancid. Azure going to town on Reiki, and Reiki is trying to back off. Mookie's there, possibly going to throw down the Void Ooze to keep Mundo at bay. Actually, not a bad Void Ooze, keeping everyone at bay with a really good slow. I'm actually going to check the ratios of it right now. Where is it? There it is. 20%. I kind of hoped it was better than that, but then again, he is level 5, and I'm not expecting that much from him. Reiki's still hanging around, and Bogey Rancid walking around a brush that has a ward next to it. It's always what you want to do, and in the meantime, Dragon Zedlord, otherwise known as Ickle Pika, actually taking a fair amount of damage from the Azure Burst, and Mookie is now the focus for everyone. He gets exhausted as well. Bogey Rancid just going straight in, lobbing cleavers all day and all night. Mookie will actually escape. Reiki coming around the side, and Bogey Rancid does look like he's going to go down. Nice slow by Camarilla, and Reiki is actually going to fall down, but Reiki also picks up a kill. A kill and 2 assists on both sides. Cash going to both junglers. That's actually very nice indeed. It was a rather nice heal by Cabot to try and keep Mundo alive, but then again, I think Mundo ended up dying just because he kept burning Agony on a little bit too long. I'm not quite sure if you can do that, don't quote me on that, but I'm just not fully certain that if he took Burning Agony off, he may have lived. Not too sure. Something I need to check out before next cast. Goku and MNHC are actually going to town on each other, and MNHC kind of won that one, seeing as the tower hit him once or twice, but then again, let's have a look at MNHC. How much farms he got right now? Siphoning Strike, an extra 69 physical damage. That is 33 minion. No, sorry, 23 minions with Siphoning Strike. That's a fair amount. half of his minions are going to Siphoning Strike. It would be nice if there was a higher ratio, of course, but then again, Nasus' late game is just completely horrible. Then again, so's Jax. Once Jax hits his ultimate, and he gets those ultimate strikes off MHC, taking loads of damage. The Wither goes down onto Goku. MHC actually following chase right now. The Aura of Doom goes down, and MHC may have to pop his ultimate to survive here. Bogey Rancid tanking the tower. He is level 4, and he's taking loads of damage from the tower. MHC is actually trying to catch up. Mana Starve, though, so he's just going to go to town on Goku. MHC taking it 9 and have to flash away right there, so I suppose that was a kind of successful gank. It popped the ultimate and popped the flash as well, so MHC is going to have to be exceptionally careful up in top lane not to get completely pounced and burst down by Goku, who happens to be falling back. That's always what you want to do. Azure is just letting his clone die and actually give experience to Dragon Zedlord, so he's level 6. Mundo's ultimate is kind of nice in this lane. As soon as Cabot fires off hers, and I'm just gonna... Okay, right, Right, just give me a second. I want to rewind that and slow it down when it decides to load. Okay, we're at ×1's... Are we at ×1 speed? No, now we're at ×1 speed. There is Azure's clone dying and the level 6 on Dragon Zedlord. So, let's just see what happened right there. Slow it down so the bouncing shot ends up hitting Dragon Zedlord. Azure coming down the bottom of the rush. Let's just see how quickly Dragon Zedlord gets burst down. The ultimate does go down, but it's not that helpful. Azure just using the Q and the pounce. Cabot's ultimate just cutting off all routes of escape, and Mookie will end up having to heal, almost dying. But that ignite cutting down the heal, so Mookie will have to be very cautious. He is level 6, and whoa! Okay, pot shot of the century right there. Well done, Mookie. Props to you. Nice, lucky guess, I'm guessing. I'm guessing the chat will have something to say about that very shortly. Oh, well, very nice indeed. Why am I looking at Cogmor's stats? I have no idea whatsoever. Oh, that's the Fog of War. Excuse me, not that queued up on the hotkeys, but then again, all of these casts are giving me a bit of experience. Nearly 10 minutes into the game right now, 5 kills to 3, and 20. I'm colorblind as well as number blind today. 12.6k to 10.1, roughly 2.5k gold difference, certain advantage in favour of Team Purple, who are on blue side, of course. So, Kilo now has his blue buff, but Simple Rin is out farming by 2 levels. That's rather nice. Morgana is scary when she levels up. Oh, I missed another kill on bottom lane. Lovely indeed. In fact, I'm just going to turn direct to camera on for a second. As Keela goes to town on Simple Rin, the Ignite goes down, but that's not going to help because it's true damage, and Keela taking a fair amount of damage from the Tormented Soil. Very nice indeed, and in the meantime, Goku is actually under a lot of danger right now, but then again, he is Jax, and he just says, I'm Jax, I don't care. Come at me! I will be completely fine. Azure having to back off right now. I'm expecting Mookie to end up using his ultimate and possibly get a pot shot off. In fact, he did, and nearly hit him as well. So, Mundo coming around the side and possibly going to end up ganking on Keela. Keela having to flash away, and the cleaver actually hit. Keela taking loads of damage. The meditate goes down. Bogey Rancid actually trying to tank this one more cleaver, and Bogey Rancid ends up picking that kill, taking loads of damage. And yes, I missed a kill on bottom once again, but Azure, he just pounces. I either need to be staring at this lane in order to see everything, or I just end up missing them. I'm sorry. I am trying my best, but then again, it's Fun for Friday, where apparently purple team is best than green. If you're wearing purple, hooray! If you're wearing green, that's not too good. I'm going to quickly question Nasus' greeniness right now. Granted, his great big staff of doom is green, and he sends great big green orbs out of everything he hits, but he's not exactly fully green now, is he? But oh well. It's sufficiently green to count. Reiki actually taking a fair amount of damage from Simple Rin right now, but Reiki's not done yet. Reiki's going to go to town on Simple Rin, who has a blue buff and possibly a dark binding any second now. And, well, he does, but doesn't want to fire it off. Anyway, Goku is back up in lane, and is actually doing a lot of damage onto MNHC. In between loads of farm, MNHC actually burst down to half. in the space of a couple of auto attacks. Very nice indeed. And oh, okay. Right, I'm having directed camera on right now. Okay. Right, Simple Rin actually going... Reiki actually going to town on Simple Rin, and that was what I saw before. Anyway, this is the bit that I not saw, is you're actually having to back off. Actually taking a fair amount of damage from Mookie's ultimate, and yes, I saw that. I don't want to see that, I want to see this! Keeler will probably Alpha Strike in any second now. In fact, Reiki's going around the back, a nice stun as well. There's Keeler's Alpha Strike, loads of damage onto Simple Rin right there. And how much life did Reiki escape with? Not a lot, I assume. Less than 50 at the time. And now MNHC is totally screwed. Popping that ultimate, will he be able to survive? No, he won't. Having that ultimate on him, just not quite tanky enough for the needs at will. Camarilla taking a fair amount of damage onto Mookie. Mookie actually flashing in. Ultimate goes down, and Mookie... Ow! Mookie is not liking that. Mookie actually turning into the zombie and completely missing everything. In the meantime, I missed the tree dying again. There are trees everywhere being destroyed. I think I'm alright missing one or two. So, it's 11-4 right now, 18 point K gold to 13.2. It's looking very good, and this gold lead will likely increase. Dragon may be done any second now, or at least I would, seeing as all three champions are up in top and or spawning. Dragons is now a perfect time to be done. And, well, kind of, it still is a good time to be done. I think Cabot wants to do it. No, she doesn't. No, that's a perfect opportunity, but oh well. Could have been completely worse. Reiki, still level 7 compared to Bogey Rancid's level 7. He's actually going in on Simple Rin right now. Not the smartest thing in the world, because he's getting completely burst down by Azure. Ouch. That's all I can really say about that. Ouch. Cabot is level 7 compared to Mookie's. Cabot's level 10 compared to Mookie's level 7. And Cabot actually having to fall back. Dragon Z-Lord on his way as well. Cabot flashing past that ultimate, and Mookie may end up tower diving this. Cabot taking loads of damage, and the tower is also doing damage as well. Mookie does not go down. Mookie just has just enough health to survive this. But in goes Bogey Rancid. Down goes the Cleaver. And down goes the Burning Agony. And Mookie actually got completely juked up there. So... very nice indeed. MNHC again getting burst down by Goku. And in dives Goku. Down goes the stun as well. MNHC popping his ultimate. Goku tanking the tower. But there's just not enough tankiness coming out from Nasus right now. Looking at Nasus, he's got his cloth armor. He's got 2 gold per 5s. And a null magic mantle. I suppose it could be a shield of... Sorry, I've forgotten what the item's called. Legion of Aegis, isn't that little grey shield? Could possibly be that, seeing as he has the magic resist and the armor to benefit from it. All he needs is a bit of health, and that item is his. Or I suppose it could be a Guardian's Angel as well, but a Guardian Angel this early is a little bit iffy in my opinion. It would be nice to get more substantial items to make laning a lot more easier, seeing as the laning phase is hardly over right now. And in the meantime, Bogey Rancid heading around the counter jungles right now. Reiki going around the side as well. Reiki has no idea that his jungle is being countered. And Reiki could be jumped upon by Goku. No, he's not. Goku just going to back off. And Reiki does look completely screwed. Ouch. That does not look pretty. Okay. Azure has a fair amount of kills. Let's have a look at him right now. He's currently on 7, 2, and 3. 7. Oh my god, 7 is a nice number. Actually, Keeler trying to juke everyone, but Azure's not having any of it. He's pouncing all over the place. Cabot actually going to try and pick up a kill here. But Keeler ends up No, he won't end up meditating. I completely predicted that incorrectly. And Cabot ends up picking up that kill for her 4th of game. 97 creeps. She is rather fed right now. And Azure's just fed on champions. He's got a fair amount of burst damage just because he's LeBlanc. And yeah, there's a lot of damage coming out from Team Purple right now. Hang on. Why did I look there? Mookie bursting himself up for a good 25 gold. That is exactly how you want to play. You always want to activate your passive to blow up a clone. That's how the meta game is played. Completely, 100%. MNHC claiming the red buff as his own, using the Typhoning Strike to pick it off. Okay, it's 16 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. 171 damage on Siphoning Strike. That is a lovely amount. Absolutely. It's currently, if my mental maths is right, 57 creeps, I believe. Then again, that is a lot of damage coming out from the Siphoning Strike, although it would be nice if you had a bit more attack damage, just to benefit from that ratio a tad more. We see a ping going down onto the blue buff, probably blue team, I mean purple team. I mean Team Purple. It's confusing. The people on this side of the map, those people probably know that their own blue buff is up and will likely collect it at any point, giving it to Morgana, because you always want to give your blue buff to their AP mid. That's how it works. Giving it to the AD is fine, but it's better if it goes there. As I'm saying that, MNHC is being completely burst down by Goku. Loads of damage going everywhere, and Goku actually getting stunned by Reiki and knocked back as well. Goku in a lot of trouble, having to flash away. Does he have the counter-strike up? He does not. 5 seconds left. He's actually sticking a ward down and jumping to it as well. Keeler's on the chase, as is Reiki, and Goku will end up being able to escape. Simple Rin's there as backup, and both champions will end up backing off. Nice play by Goku, sticking that ward down and then jumping to it. That's a trick that I can never get to work when I play Jax. I always end up sticking the ward down on the same side of the wall that I am, or I end up sticking the ward down and not jumping to it, or I end up jumping to their champion after sticking the ward down. Props to him to be able to do that. Then, finally, the dragon is being done. The mini objective of the game, dragon. MHC being completely burst down. It's not MHC, it's Mookie. How dare I call him MHC? There he is! He heard me calling, and in he comes. Camarilla taking a fair amount of damage, as is Bogey Rancid. Bogey does not have his ultimate available, and Cabot, whoa, frame rate drops. Cabot is definitely on the run. Not very nice at all. Bogey Rancid is just going to go straight in. He doesn't have his ultimate, and Bogey Rancid is going to go straight down. Keeler, so very nearly dead. Cabot on the run, picking up a kill though, so MHC is on the run. Azure actually picking up a double kill on the tree, and on the tree, and the Sproglet, and the little green person, or the person in green cloth armor, ends up picking up the purple sorceress. So Simple Rin coming around to Dragon. I don't know why I'm taking frame drops right now. Right. Okay, all it needed was a little pause and restart. Reiki taking horrendous amount of damage. Will he be able to bounce away? No, he won't. MHC, will he have a light binding to the face? He's got 5 seconds left on it. Nope, loads of spell immune going down right now. Light binding is up, and will Simple Rin use it? No, he won't. MHC will end up backing off. Oh, ooh, light binding does not go down. MHC kind of juking everyone right now. Spell shield goes down. MHC actually going on the aggressive right now, seeing a Simple Rin miss that light binding. Azure is there for backup. Down goes the Q, down goes the ultimate, down goes the E as well. MHC is kind of screwed right now. The Ignite is just going to tick away, and down goes the friendly neighborhood dog. So currently 23 kills in favor of Team Purple compared to 8 in favor of Team Green. Goku actually going to go on to town onto Keeler, but Keeler once again flashing away, but there's the Hextech Gunblade keeping him slow, and Goku, he's just going to catch up with this Master Yi. Master Yi does not have his ultimate available. He's just going to meditate under the tower. Goku not wanting to go in on that quite yet. Riven and Mookie are there to try and keep Goku at bay, but Goku, he's just going to recall. Just because, nothing left he can do, and once again, I missed the tree dying. But the tree picked up Azure, so that means I'm going to fall back and have a look at that. Right, quick pause and replay. Okay, where are they? Oh, I saw this. I don't want to see this. Take me to the death and action. Okay, Dragon Zedlord farming up, as you always do. As a support, you always want to take all of the creeps that you can. So, Azure and Cabot taking... Well, in fact, Cabot's just taking the blue buff. Or is it Cabot? Ooh, I don't know. Probably Azure. Azure will end up stealing it from Cabot. Bad support. Bad support indeed. And Dragon Zedlord will end up getting pounced upon by everyone right now. Camarilla keeping everyone slowed, and Azure, he's just doing tons of damage. But nice pounce by Dragon Zedlord, keeping Azure at bay, so the tower ends up picking up that kill. Nice play by the friendly neighborhood tree, and the tree will end up getting salvation for the death. Bogey Rancid using that Burning Agony and his ultimate as well to tank a shed load of damage, and Keeler is actually going to town on him. It's an actual race right now, and Mundo will not be able to slow him down. Simple Rin's there, the Dark Binding goes down, brilliant play by him, and Bogey Rancid just turns around to say, "Oi, you were chasing me, I'm going to kill you." Mundo does what he pleases, he cleaves your face. Very nice play by Bogey Rancid indeed. Props to Simple Rin to use that Dark Binding effectively, and Goku just going to town onto Mookie right now. Loads of damage onto Mookie, just look at that, it's completely insane. Mookie realizing that he can stand and fight. The ultimate goes, not the ultimate, it's the passive of Mookie goes down onto Bogey Rancid, not enough to pick up the kill. In the meantime, Goku is just going to completely farm up this lane. You're Jax, you're a late game champion, you need as much farm as you can get. So far, oh god, Goku's going into town onto Reiki. Reiki taking loads of damage indeed, and Goku actually getting slowed and saplinged. In the meantime, oh, hang on. I believe that will help. Yes, it will. And along goes Goku. Let's have a look at him right now. 4-0-0 and a Hextech Gunblade. You know, whenever I play Jax, I always like to play the Guardsman Bob game. I like to do a bit of science and see how many Hextech Gunblades it can take to solo Baron. Yeah, that's my favourite Jax game right there. Oh, MNHC not being able to steal the red from Goku. MNHC is going to suffer for it with his life. That's 3 times now people have flashed away from Goku's stun, but MNHC won't be able to escape. And Goku picks up the kill. Riven ends up getting salvation onto LeBlanc by picking up that kill. Dragon Zedlord getting destroyed by Goku. Simple Rin's there with the light binding, but it's not going to help because Dragon Zedlord ends up going down. Goku picking up the kill with an assist going to Morgana. In the meantime, Reiki's on the run. Level 5 versus 2 level 15s and a 14. Goku just completely jumps on him. Down goes the stun as well. Light binding, ultimate. Camarilla picks up the kill. Well played to Camarilla, cutting off that escape with that ultimate and ensuring that death. In the meantime, Mookie's just slumming everyone with that Void Ooze. And it's very clear that Cabot can just completely trade with Mookie. He can completely chunk him down. And hang on. That Goku recoiling under Living Artillery, not the smartest thing in the world. And then comes MNHC. He is still relatively tanky, but he can't do that much right now. Simple Rin and Mookie need to be very careful. Goku could turn around and completely kill them, but then again, not on that health. Goku is on the run. He doesn't have any wards, so he can't jump away, but never mind. This doesn't look good for MNHC, getting completely destroyed by everyone. Down goes an exhaust, down goes the LeBlanc snare as well, and in the meantime Mookie goes down due to the joint effort of the secret agent and another person. Dragon Zedlord is on the run, unfortunately failing that flash. The Ignite goes down, Dragon Zedlord certainly on the run. Bogey Rancid picking up the kill right there. Now they're giving chase onto MNHC. MNHC will be able to escape, and Keeler hasn't got that much farm right now. Only 1 kill and 93 creeps. That's... Also, I'm not a fan of his build right now. A Hextech Gunblade with Doran's Ring and Sorcerer's Shoes. That would imply magic damage. Certainly, flat out AP Master Yi. But then again, that Vampiric Scepter only really works on attack damage. Granted, it would help on that Twin Strike, but then again... Oh, Keeler, you're being destroyed by Goku! Goku actually flashing away from that turret, and the Wither goes down as well. Will they be able to catch him? It's kind of unlikely. Jax does have a Leap Strike to a friendly minion. There we go. That Gap Creator. Very nice indeed. I just love Jax's Leap Strike. He can leap to his own minion to create a gap. He can leap to a champion to create a gap. He can leap to a champion to help them. And just say, hey, I'm Jax. Boom! Now you've got to deal with me and my friend. He can jump to an enemy to gap close. He can jump to a minion to gap close as well. Reiki actually getting stunned. Dragon Zedlord pinning Goku to try and stop his escape. Reiki certainly on the run from the Azure burst damage, and Mookie's there for the Void Ooze. Down goes Living Artillery, but it's not exactly the most hard-hitting things right now. Mookie's Living Artillery only does an extra 0 right now. Does Mookie have any type of damage? Not that much, but Azure certainly does as he picks up the Ent once again. Loads of damage coming down from Azure. In the meantime, Goku's just... well, it's Goku. 7-0-1 right now with 181 creeps and a Hextech Gunblade. That's one of my favourite items on Jax. I've told you the Guardsman Bob story, but oh well. Bogey Rancid, very health heavy right now. Let's have a look at him. He's got 99 armor, 100 magic resist, and already nearly 3k health, just under. Simple Rin not using that ultimate, and Azure may get burst down. No, he won't. He ends up pouncing to create that little bit of gap. Bogey Rancid just going to stand around as Camarilla picks up a kill. Very nice indeed. And there we have it. There is the surrender vote. Reiki moving about a bit, and kaboom! Purple Nexus goes down, which means green team loses and purple team wins. Therefore, purple is better than green. Final score. Oh, this is good. Thank you, Riot, for implementing this. I can actually see everything right now, so I don't have to pause it just beforehand. Thank you. There are one or two of you who were complaining that I don't show you the scoreboard beforehand, or after the game rather. Anyway, here you go. Thanks to Riot for letting me do this. 35 to 11 right now in a 26-minute game. Gold difference of nearly 16k. Actually, hang on. Let me do a quick bit of maths. Alrighty then. It was about 17k? About? Yeah, that's fine. 17.5k. That's a lot. A lot indeed. Mundo was certainly effective in the ganking department. He certainly helped out a lot, but a lot of damage was coming out from Cabot. 9 kills! That kill lane down in bottom, certainly a good move. I would have expected a Morgana support, but as I said earlier on, support LeBlanc is horrible. Just plain horrible. I'm not sure why he didn't get banned out earlier on, but oh well. It would have been nice to see if the game would have changed, because if it got to the late game, Nasus is the late game champion, Master Yi is the late game champion, Kog'Maw is a real hyper carry in the late game. But it just didn't get there. They didn't have the sustainability or the damage output in the early / mid game, or at least for the laning phase. They just didn't have the damage to cope with Team Purple right there. Team Purple just had loads of damage coming out from the Dark Bindings of Morgana, and at every level LeBlanc hurts. Just as soon as she hits level 6, it hurts. I'm pretty sure every League of Legends player who's been up against LeBlanc knows that once she hits 6, you need to be careful, otherwise you're going to get burst down. And boy, were people burst down. I'm pretty sure the tree, Maokai, ended up getting burst down about 6 or 7 times in the course of that game. Yeah, I would not like to have been him in that game. But as I was saying about late game champions, Team Purple right there just had loads of damage output in the form of Jax, Miss Fortune, to some extent Mundo and Morgana, but certainly LeBlanc just had shed loads of damage. She even had a Rabadon as well. Let's have a quick look at her stats. 345 Magic Pen. Do we get a C on that? Oh, stupid victory logo in my way. I can't see the... Oh, I can't see it. That's not good. Oh well, could be worse I suppose. So, anyway, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Jeed, bringing you Fun for Friday, only hosted on nexuscore.org. Today, purple versus green. Purple, the victors. Green, commiserations, but well played. My name's Jeed. I'll see you next Friday.